No school buses.
Man, them bitches thought I was a race car driver. I go back there and pick them kids up. Some of the parents say, I don't know, I want my kid to get on that bus or not. I'm coming in that bitch with that bitch to the bottom. I burned up about 2 tanks of gas a day. They fucked up when they told me, said, wherever you go, you take the bus with you. Shit, I be all on the block and everything with that motherfucker. You know wherever I get in with some gas on them, I got that radio up there on the ass. Bump. Huh?
Listen. Got C's in the building. In the building. This joint's called Fraud. Like some of you out there.
Brockton, stand up. Boston,
nah, that nigga that y'all looking for,
Massachusetts,
I got the fraud with me. He's here.
Look, they got skits and storyboards. Come on, somebody. That's you?
Gang.
No.
Free cuss, word. Video is.
Cuss. Let's go, nigga. Yeah. Don't make this an issue, cause we could get raw. Niggas can't fool me, I see through it all. My shit is too potent. If you put that dope in your vein, boy, I swear you gon' see to the stars. You thinking you lit, but I use the same flame you get in the light that's weed in my cigar. Fucking with suckers, you niggas is frauds. Don't play with me, pussy, I know about the broad. All by my paper. If you niggas talking about Nathan, ain't nothing to talk about at all. Focused on pussy, that pussy ain't making you paper. Your focus ain't close to me, dog. Niggas is whack. Switch up their image for rap, but they frontin'. We know that they frauds. Never seen trenches, can't show you their scars. Weak in the mind, can't show you their doors. Succeed in my route, whole time been weaving it out. Switch V's, tryna weave in and out. Keep D's from the house. Switching up weed like the seasons. You need it, his season of drought. We can leaving it out. Fuck with my plug to the fullest, ain't running off. Keeping the count in my circle been tight, not the type niggas here for the bullshit. You beefing, we season it out. The savage with penmanship. I've been a better contender than most of you niggas around. Blowing it down, plotting on hundreds to get it. I'm leaving you niggas out. Bro got a 40 and he just been dying to shoot it. Don't do too much moving around, and that money you got ain't gon' do nothing for you. You choose not to spin it and move it around. I'm holding it down. Never claim king of my city, but they know who putting it down. Name is the same as the gang that I'm banging with. Throw my thumbs up, never putting them down. Flag on my side, been my guidance. I need it for knowledge to keep away from all the clowns. If you ain't know before, you fucking with me now. Kept it solid with my feet on the ground, so don't make this an issue, cause we can get raw. Niggas can't fool me, I see through it all. My shit is too potent. If you put that dope in your vein, boy, I swear you gon' see to the stars. I'm taking you up, but I use the same flame you get in the light. Leave my cigar. Fucking with suckers, you niggas is frauds. Don't play with me, pussy, I know about the broad. Don't make this an issue, cause we can get raw. Niggas can't fool me, I see through it all. My shit is too potent. If you put that dope in your vein, boy, I swear you gon' see to the stars. You thinking you lit, but I use the same flame you get in the light. Sweet in my cigar. Fucking with suckers, you niggas is frauds. Don't play with me, pussy, I know about the broad.
For real. I told you this was my favorite.
So free all my dog niggas locked in. From the county, the feds, to the state pen. When my shooters on call, I just say when. My bitches is gorgeous, they straight tens. They like cut you to guard, I'm like 8 men. I can't fuck with your bro, she must hate men. I'm like fuck her loss, I'm a straight win. Every gun in my hood got a body on it. Niggas screaming that drama, well I be on it. When I step on they block, don't nobody want it. Rocky cocky, your product is Southside. Can't just look if you open your mouth wide. But my team got no love for the outside. Got some niggas go dumb on these ops. I do what I want. Niggas they fraud, they won't make it around here. You be stupid the front, but my crew in the front. Mad at my team cause you clocking the day. What you doing the month? Rap nigga, I'm running your interview. Put the Nina, the boy got him interview. Look at shots, but his guts now was interviewed. Hoping the doc patch him up like an inner tube. Smacking your mother just cause she gave birth to my enemy. That type of energy, I'm not the one to make niggas a friend of me. Take all that fishy shit to a make men of me. How you get diggy, cause I need that fed.
Cause he gave birth to my
like they plotting to get me, but I don't say shit. Silence is deadly, I'm talking the stick. Headed and Eddie, don't make this an issue, cause we can get raw. Situations go wherever you take it. Niggas be talking tough out of their jaw. Tell her back, I'll make them back up their statement. I'm back and you hate it. Smoking the pack of the greatest, I'm on in the problem. Think you can stop me, then holler. Cold case, first 48 niggas, word to my mom.
So don't make this an issue.
Word to my mama.
I be telling niggas, certain niggas can only write shit. When I hear people write shit, I know it kind of got some truth to it. You know what I'm saying? So when them bars be lethal, it be like, damn, he thought about that.
Child, when I was like, ooh,
damn,
watch my pearls.
Who he did that shit to?
Allegedly.
Free cuss, man. Free cuss.
Listen, that was Fraud by our special guest. We're going to get to him real quick. But before we do that, this should stop podcast, THISYOURSTOP podcast. Search it just like that on social media, but specifically like the ocean on YouTube. Subscribe, thumbs up, watch some videos, talk your shit too. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you got to do. It's free, I swear to God. I'm Machine Gun Johnny, Johnny Tsunami, Boston Johnny, Johnny Leyenda. You could call me what you want, but do not call me fake. And don't call me for fronts, because I ain't got it. And then we got a little Cadbury Bernie over here.
You already know what it is, man. More than anything, man, go fuck with the podcast. Get up there. That's where we need the subscribers. Fuck with us on Instagram, Facebook. And you already know what I say. Any artist you see up here, run that shit up. You know what I'm saying? That was just fraud, so you already know what to do with that. Run that up, yo.
Don't be the title of the track. Don't be a fraud.
Don't be a fraud, man.
Don't be. Who is you?
It's Big Third. C's the MC. Brockton's MVP. Y'all know the motherfucking vibes.
Where can we find you?
Y'all can find me on Instagram, the MC_C's. YouTube, you can find me at the MCCs. You know what I mean? Google my name. Fuck it.
Google it. Everyone that says Google it, they mean that shit. You can't Google everybody.
You can't.
You can't.
I mean, you can, but you can't.
You can, but then you won't find what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying?
You won't find it.
You gotta be moving for a nigga to be like, Google that shit.
Yeah,
right, you Google certain people and you gotta scroll.
Yeah,
but
2, 3, 4 pages.
Not this man.
And the motherfucker still ain't on none of them.
Not this man. But you said Brockton, that's where you from, right?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Come on, somebody.
I'm from the 8. Brockton, stand up. What's good?
Brockton, stand up.
Shout that out because I'm so Boston. Boston ain't for everybody. But I love Mass. I love my state, as you can see. I don't play games.
Absolutely.
But do you find that you must be firm, like I am from Brockton?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Because when you say, people think Boston is just Massachusetts. Like, you could go to places and be like, I'm from Massachusetts, and they're like,
oh, Boston?
What's that, Boston?
Wow.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'm from Brockton, 20 miles south. You know what I mean? Come holler at me.
Do you find that, I hate to say divisive because I've used it before, do you find it, I feel like if I wasn't from Boston, I would rep anywhere I'm from. But you being an artist, do you find it like unimportant or important? Like, do you think that a label would be like, I don't give a fuck where you're from? You know what I'm saying? In
a sense, yeah. I'm not repping where I'm from because it's appealing to a label. I'm repping where I'm from because that's where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I can't tell you about nothing else. Like, I'm from Massachusetts. People think that it's Boston. I know nothing about Boston. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what they politics are. I know how it go down in my city. So, you know, I can only speak on Brockton.
Period. And point blank.
And I think that's big, being where we at, that everybody is doing that, like Brockton, Worcester, y'all from Somerville. Like,
Cambridge.
I think that is big. Like, it should be spoken about. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely is. Something that I've been trying, at least myself, to incorporate is just the state in general. You know what I'm saying? Because you know New York. You know what I'm saying? You know California. Why do people still know Massachusetts as just Boston? You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's I'm a Massachusetts artist. You know what I'm saying? So that's why how I look at it and how I develop it.
I'm glad you brought that up because, like you said, if you say you're from New York, they'd be like, where? Brooklyn, Queens? Like, they ask you. Yeah. But when, like you said, when you say I'm from Mass, they automatically say Boston. Caller. But L.A., no, I'm from Compton. I'm from South Beach. I'm from wherever the fuck. So I think it is important, but I'm not an artist. But I just wanted to get an artist point of view.
Yeah, that's just me saying I'm from Brockton. I mean, period. Same way that they would say that they from Compton. You still from California. I
just didn't like how, I don't know if you guys have seen it, that a lot of Mass artists and consumers are like, oh, y'all being divisive. Y'all crabs in a barrel. Why does it matter which part of Mass you're from? I find that corny because, like you said, everyone else gets to say where they're from. Why can't we?
Right. I mean, you should be able to.
I think because when people ain't from here, I don't think I don't think you understand here if you're not from here. It's not like in New York how we always heard like, yo, Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens. So when you meet a New York dude, you're subject to be like, what part you from? But like,
they gonna let you know.
Like you said, everything in Mass, they kind of put the stamp of Boston on everything,
right?
No matter where you from. So I do feel like now I need to be like, yo, Brockton, Worcester, yo, from, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's other spots that, like you said, yo, I'm from here. I don't even know about Boston. I couldn't tell you shit about that shit. Right. And it's a lot of people like that, and they try to just put us all in one box when they be like, nah, we all in one box. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all. Like, different parts of Massachusetts have they different ways about them. They different ways of going about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real diverse in this state. So we have this kind of like black cloud over us, like it's a racist state or whatever. You know, it's a lot more diverse. It's a lot more of a melting pot as a state than people think it is. So you kind of have to push that forward and change people's mind in the making of it. So
that's the first thing people say. Like, there's black people in Boston, or I heard Boston's so racist. Yes, it is, not more, any more or less than any other place.
Right.
Racism is everywhere. It's universal. So.
But then I think, too, the average person that comes to Boston only comes downtown Boston. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done met a lot of females that just been like, oh, yeah, I was in Boston for 2 weeks. Where you go? Downtown. Oh, no, you wasn't in Boston.
Don't know nothing about
you know what I'm saying? So you wouldn't even know a Brockton, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Not even Blue Hill Ave. Never mind going further. And that's women artists as well. Like,
it's a bunch of artists, too, that just know downtown Boston. Like, really never been out the hotel.
Like, I've had the ability to move around. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know enough people to be able to, you know, go North Shore, go Boston, go fucking, you know, deep into Massachusetts. So I know that there's different cultures throughout this state and shit. So it's like, to think that it's just that based off of the way that the state's branded. You know what I'm saying? The Red Sox and all of that, the Patriots and all of that. Like, it comes with a certain, like, we're prideful in our sport, but to the outside world, it looks like, yo, it's just white people.
It's just white
people. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of have to shift the dynamic of that when you have a voice, when you're doing music, when you're doing whatever you're doing, and people want to talk to you to expound on where you're from further than just your hometown. You know what I'm saying? Because where I come from, nigga, I know more Cape Verdeans than I know white people.
I tell people that too.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, Brockton is like little Cape Verde. So I mean, shout out my CVs.
But like, a lot of people never even like seen Cape Verde until they don't even know what a Cape.
They be like, what? What?
They don't even know what a Cape. They be thinking they Puerto Ricans. Like, who them Spanish people? Like, I ain't no Spanish people.
Say that shit to one of them if you want.
Even New York, like New York is just now getting on
the Cape Verde. Yeah, right. They wasn't hip neither.
And for the record, I am not Cape Verdean. I mean, y'all might look at me and think that I am, but I'm not. You know what I mean? So, but nigga, it's a lot more of a melting pot of a state than people think that it is. You know what I'm saying? So,
now, and I always say that, like, growing up, you know, certain parts just probably like Brockton, Boston, the white people never really came into the hood. Like, we from the hood, so where we be at, that shit don't exist where we be at. Like, I tell niggas, like, yeah, there's a such thing as a South Boston, Charlestown, but that shit don't matter where we at. Right. We could move through the city without ever seeing that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We would have to really go into there to run into that shit. Right. But like you said, from sports, other shit they see, it makes it seem like they're the majority up here. You know what I mean?
And then you got movies like The Town and shit like that really only show... You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so it kind of gives the potty and the park and private yard.
Like nobody says that. Do not go to someone that says they're from Massachusetts and say that shit.
Yeah, don't say that.
You're liable to get cussed out.
Because there's people in this state that don't sound nothing like that.
Say car. Say your mother.
I be saying that shit too. Like, all of us don't sound alike. But how did you get into music though?
I mean, my family's always been into it, but when I kind of like, before I jumped off the porch, I was always heavy in the family. I mean, my cousins and shit like that was always around me, and they always listen to shit. So it kind of developed like that. I wrote my first rap when I was in like 5th grade. I lost a friend of mine that was a classmate and shit. But my first rap after that, it was just, you know, little shit like rapping on the back of the bus with my friends and shit, to freestyling at the table in junior high, and, you know, rap battles in high school and shit like that. To, you know, after a while, you realize that you pick shit up, put it down, pick shit up, put it down so much that it's like, yo, you want to do this. So you wouldn't keep picking it up if you didn't. You know?
Becomes muscle memory.
So when did you realize, like, y'all want to do this shit for real? Because you said you wrote your first rap then. When was it like, I can do this rap shit?
Probably around like 21. I ain't take it serious. Like, I said that, but I ain't take it serious. Like, my money was still going towards stupid shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I probably say maybe like 27.
Okay.
26, 27. I was like, yo, I mean, nigga, what you gonna do? This is something that you've kept up with all your life, whether you put it down or not. You've always kept going with it, so why waste it?
And when did that change come about to even be like, from whatever you was doing, yo, I'm gonna do the music now?
Like, was there one thing that said, you know what, I'm
like,
nice?
Was it like, yo, I got bagged, I had a kid? You know, I usually dudes be like, man, once I had my baby, I was like, I gotta do something better.
Nah, like,
yeah, well, you know, niggas, he sounded like the soul food movie. Like,
it was more or less like one of those. Like, truthfully, bro, I'm a nigga that really don't want to work for nobody, bro.
Come on, somebody.
Like, I'm not looking to work up. I mean, wake up fucking 7 o'clock in the morning to go work for this nigga and make him this amount of money, and I'm only getting paid this shit. You feel what I'm saying? I would rather struggle trying to get my shit going until it pop, because I know it could pop, nigga. I've never been a nigga that niggas is like, yo, nigga, you trash. You feel what I'm saying? Or your shit you kicking is garbage. So I've always believed in what I do. It's just I had to get older to be like, yo, it's 9 to 5 shit, bro. I've quit jobs. You feel what I'm saying? And be like, bro, I'm not doing this shit no more, nigga. I'm missing on opportunities because fucking Hank want me to come in at 9:30 in the morning, nigga. Fuck that nigga. Like, so I just started on some shit like, bro, I'm gonna put everything that I have into it plus some when I don't got nothing, nigga, to make sure that I could get this shit done, and that's exactly what it's been.
Being in that
for the past maybe like 2.5, 3 years maybe.
Since you've been doing it, because I tell niggas whenever you're doing any of this type of shit and you're doing it independent, that should be money. Is it something that you kind of like regret? Like, damn, maybe I should have took the job.
Not at all, bro.
But I'm doing, I believe in it.
I'll tell you straight up, bro. Like, there's times like nigga, I've lost sleep, my nigga. I'll shed tears over music, like for real, nigga. Like, there's days I sit up like, nigga, is this worth it? And then I wake up the next morning like, nigga, you just did this, this, and this with nothing. You feel me? Like, bro, I've made shit happen with nothing. So that to me is just like, there's no reason. That's not for no reason. You feel me? Nothing out of my pocket, nothing having to be spent but some gas money, nigga, and I can make this happen.
Right.
There's no reason why I can't go further than this. So it's like that's what it is. That's the space that I'm in. I don't know. I'm just hungry for this shit, bro. I can't explain it no other way.
When did you know what like how did you find out what a 16 was? Because I know in the 5th grade you wasn't.
Yeah.
So how did you get to that?
Truth be told, yo, free cuss, nigga.
Free the homie.
I mean, that nigga taught me a lot. First and foremost, like, niggas might look at that shit like, yo, that's your nigga, woo, like, that's my cousin, nigga. Blood cousin, you feel what I'm saying? So, like, that nigga taught me a lot from a young age, and up until a certain point, I didn't know what a 16 was. I was just writing random-ass raps, straight through the beat, whatever, and he was like, yo, you gotta do it like this. You gotta do it like that. You feel what I'm saying? And he really taught me what the structure of a song should be. This is a 16. I only need this out of you. You know, nah, that's too much for the beat. This is where the hook breaks in and shit like that. So, cuss is definitely.
Was that a hard process? Because I always looked at that shit. I always been like, on me, like, being a creative, like I always been amazed how a song come together. Like how a motherfucker thought to stop there or ended with that and then went into the chorus. So, you know, I always wonder from every rapper, like, how is that process? You know what I'm saying? When you making music.
You gotta edit yourself.
In a process, honestly, like, from like younger to older, it took a lot of time. Like, I would be focused more on how like I brought the verse in rather than how I, you know, brought it out type shit. But then you develop your artistry and learn that those two pieces, those two are they're essential.
Right.
Because that's the first thing and the last thing that people hear from you if they decide to listen through your shit. So you have to make it, you got to make it fluent. You got to make everything flow the right way. Everything has to mean something. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing that nigga taught me. So, I mean, it was definitely a process, bro. I didn't know everything about music when I first started it. It was just some shit like, I knew I could do this shit. I knew I can, you know, flip words this way. I remember fucking, like, little milestones and like, yo, I won this battle in the lunchroom and, you know, shit like that. Like, shit like that is what motivates me and motivated me to get where I am today. So.
Love it.
That's dope.
Can you tell us about that jetpack? Because that is how I was first introduced to you and a couple of other artists. How do you choose what you're gonna present? Because, like I said, that was the first time I was introduced to you, so it must be other people as well. So how do you say this is the one I'm gonna choose?
The jetpack thing was kind of crazy. Like we was talking about it for a long while. Me and APC. I mean, shout out my nigga DKO. Shout out Remo.
Shout out niggas in the building.
We was talking about doing something to that effect before I even reached out to Jetpack. Before anybody reached out to Jetpack.
Right.
And I was gonna do it to a certain song that I already had out. Didn't really have a video for it. Just wanted to put something out for it. We had planned for it. Got into the studio, talked to my engineer. Shout out Showtime OTB. Spoke to him about it. Just so happened that he had the same idea.
Right.
So we was gonna link up and you know, pair up the cameraman that we had to get it done. He just so happened to send out a DM to Jetpack. Shout out to motherfucking Watson Films. I mean, make sure y'all tap in with them for real. And it really just happened on some organic shit, bro. And I've always had this idea that, at least from the top of the year, that I want to shoot my next video in front of where everything started. You feel me? Like, I wanted to shoot it where I jumped off the porch at, where, you know, shit went down at, where them shootouts happened, where them bang-outs happened, all of that shit. So I wanted to make sure that house was incorporated in it. And, you know, Jetpack hit me up with the message and shit. Hit me up mad, like, bro, when I tell you it was last minute, bro, hit me up at maybe like 10 o'clock in the morning. I had to go get a cut, like immediately.
10 o'clock in the morning, like, I want to do this today.
Hey, yo, if you want to do this shit, I mean, I'll be in the city around this time. And we could get it done around this time, but I got to go around this time. And it just happened like that. So
shout out to the artists that are ready. I mean, stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Hell yeah, bro. Make sure that every opportunity that you have, bro, anything that is gonna put you in a good light, you take that. Don't let nothing stand in your way. You're taking opportunities that you probably know in your gut that you should take. So I mean, shout out to Jetpack TV for real.
I always say that shit. I always say, you don't know when that opportunity gonna come. But when that motherfucker call, you got to get to it just like that. Yo, everything last minute, I had to get a cut, all that. I think that's some of the shit that people don't realize go into this shit. You know what I'm saying? They look at this shit, see how calm you was, like, oh, no, that shit just happened. Right. But you had to make that shit happen.
Yeah,
you know what
like, even down to, like, I don't know if people notice it, but, like, the gray shirt in the video, my nigga, I was sweating in that shit. I ain't have no, I ain't have no fit for that, bro. Right. Like, I'm not a nigga that's into fashion. I'm not one of them niggas, bro. Like, I've always just been like, yo, I need to know where the next dollar at. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what I'm wearing don't matter. Right. So, nigga, I'm like, all right, I got a cut, so I'm straight. Had a gray shirt on, my nigga. After all of this shit, nigga, I seen the footage. I'm like, shit. I'm fucking sweating in this motherfucker.
Working.
It was like the first hot day, nigga, in like the summer or some shit like bullshit. That, nigga. So it's like, but you have to be prepared. You have to be ready, and regardless of what the circumstances is, my nigga, whatever your dream is, whatever you chasing, bro, take them opportunities, my nigga, because you never know where that shit gonna lead.
And you never know if you ever get another one.
I never knew I was going, pop up on This Is Your Stop podcast, nigga, because of great freestyle.
Listen, you never know.
Hey, Fendi.
I appreciate you being here.
So something that I ask everybody that come on from the beginning of rap
appreciate you, bro,
to now, if you was how they have chain day, what chain would you take? What label chain would you take?
Any genre, any decade.
It could be any label.
Magic wand.
Jay-Z, bro. The rock. I need the rock chain, bro.
Telling you, man.
Like, I'm not thinking about nothing else. And truth be told, I don't even give a fuck if he signed me, bro. I just want to be. I want to be there for the game.
No bullshit.
I want the game. I want. Hey, yo, Pete. Look, that move that you making probably not the right move. You should probably do this. Just you should probably do this, my nigga, is gonna go a long way with me from a nigga that know what he doing. You feel me? So it's not even on no, like, bro. I'm a student of this shit. Like, before nothing. This ain't no Hennessy talking. This ain't no nothing, bro. From a little kid, my nigga, I've studied music. You feel me? Like, my father was a gospel rapper type shit. Like,
I always studied music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it's like with that chain alone, that would make me feel like I bet, but that still wouldn't be enough for me. Mm-hmm. Right. I would still have to learn more. I would still have to. What's the next step after this? Mm-hmm. What do I got to learn to be? In the category of where he at type shit. Like, I want to know what got him to where he got to.
Right. So, and it's crazy how everybody that bring up that rock chain, even bring up different points of the meaning of that chain. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know that shit is like a big ass like staple in hip hop. Like, even when everybody be like, yo, I'll take a rock joint, everybody else have a different meaning with that chain, what it meant of them getting it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like the first thing you said, just the information alone is valuable. That's some shit nobody else said that was like, y'all would have took the rock chain. You know what I'm saying? Because I just know what the fuck that chain means.
Right, but when anyone that has ever sat here and said the rock, because they've said everything. Yeah. The people that have said the rock are people that are students of music and, like you said, have their wheels turning. Right. So not just about getting the deal and getting the M's.
Right.
They had some type of thought behind it. Because people that say the rock.
You can't accept. All right, you look at a Jay-Z, you look at a Dame Dash, bro. You can't sit there and just expect, yo, put me on the radio. Mm-hmm. You got to look at what them niggas came from, bro. Like, and how much it took for them to get where they got to.
Wow.
That's what's important.
No bullshit.
Fuck what you could do for me right now. What can you tell me that's gonna get me to where I gotta go later? Like, I'm at an age where I can't keep playing with this shit, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I realized when I started taking this shit serious. Like, all right, this is the hoorah. You feel what I'm saying? This is the last. This is the last joint. So if I'm gonna do this shit, I need to make sure that I do this shit the right way. You feel me? And I need to make sure that I learn what everything means, and you don't sign contracts unless you have the right people around you. You don't make decisions that are that big before. Like, bro, I need the game. I don't need your money, bro. I've gotten a lot done with less. I don't need your money. I need your game, bro.
That's how that's the same shit I be saying to motherfuckers. Like, when it come to my part, it be like, I don't need your bread, nigga. I need the information. Because the money and shit will all come at some point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Once I get this shit to where I want it to go. You know what I'm saying? Right. So a lot of dudes come in and take that money, and that's where a lot of dudes be like, yo, I signed that fucked up contract. I got into it there. I ain't know what the fuck it said 3 years down the line. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yo, shout out to my nigga DKO. No bullshit, because this nigga got me into watching motherfucking interviews and all of this kind of crazy shit, and I kind of adapted the same way that he look at them, and it's like, you watch these artists and you listen to the shit that they go through, and you use those shits as like game tapes to what you're doing.
Telling
you. It's more than just entertainment when you're looking at somebody that's doing the same kind of shit that you're doing. You're kind of you're learning in a sense, from what you're hearing. You know what I'm saying? So I watch a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't read as much, but I listen to a lot of shit that puts me in a right mind state to, all right, this is what I need to be doing. This is what I don't need to be doing. This is some bullshit. This right here might be some real shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
and sometimes it's not even about like I always tell people that like fuck the A's that be on the niggas report card. Like wonder about the F's. Figure out like the F's because like I tell dudes from other people's mistakes, you learn not to make those mistakes. Yeah. So when you hear niggas that be real and jumping on these pods and giving niggas this game, it's like you got to take that shit in. He fucked up from it. You know what I'm saying? It be dudes that let you know, nah, yo, I signed the contract and yo, I had to do this and get out. Then I had to pay my own bread to get the fuck out. So I be telling dudes that let dudes know, like, don't get a lawyer of theirs. You know, get your own fucking lawyer. Like, have somebody really look at a contract. Just don't hear the bread and, yo, I'm going to sign that shit. Or, yeah, that's my man, I'm going to sign it. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything need to be looked over, you know. So
new editions getting $500 and going back to OP.
So I was saying the same thing. Like, all I watch is, like, pods, and I tell people that I learn from the shits. I learn from other niggas that pod. You know what I'm saying? Like, information-wise, like, different techniques you learn. So it's good to watch people in your space of what you do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So who are some of your influences musically? It doesn't have to be rap that you were listening to at home and said, I could do this kind of shit, or you just like?
I mean, when I was younger, it was a lot of, 50 Cent, a lot of Missy Elliott, a lot of fucking shit, believe it or not, Nelly, fucking Ludacris, Outkast, Big L, Nas,
bunch of spitters.
A bunch of spitters, you know what I'm saying? Like, I listen to a lot of the lyrical shit because it always, like, intrigued me how you can make words fit like that. You know what I'm saying? And how, because I was big on music at a young age. Listening to what was the first? I don't remember the first album that I ever listened to, but I know
you bought
the first album that I physically bought.
Yep,
the Black Album. That I physically bought was the Black Album. Absolutely, that and I think Word of Mouth at the same time. I think I bought both of those shits at the same time, but. Like, I've always been big on, like, lyrics. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, tuning in with my cousins, tuning in with the people that I rap with and shit, I got into a lot of boom bap. So I started getting Detroit rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, Elzaz and Royce the 5'9" and all of that kind of crazy shit. So that's the shit that I started rapping in. Like, real, intricate, conscious type shit. You feel me? And I was always big on, yo, bro, if you ain't lyrical, I don't want to hear nothing you doing. Around that time, it was like Soulja Boy shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? A lot of lean, snap music type shit. Right. And I'm out here doing shows, rapping my heart out.
Yeah.
You feel me? So,
and they're like, when are you going to do this?
Rock with it. But we was still going to parties doing that shit. Yeah. I mean, shout out my nigga Took, shout out my nigga Miz. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, my brother DJ. I love you, my nigga. But I mean, at that time, nigga, lyrical rap was my shit, and that's all I focused on. So Jay-Z's and Ludacris's that could mesh they words into that much of a beat, always intrigued me, bro.
I like what I call it. What you say? That's what I call that rap. What did he say? Rewind. I know I'm old. I don't know if you do rewind like this anymore.
Yeah, nah, we
said rewind.
That shit on your phone.
We used to call it kick shit rap. You used to like it make you want to kick something, nigga. Like, what the fuck did they just say? Like,
rewind that tape.
I definitely what was like you spitting and you having bars? What is the keeping you in that form? Than to go into the drill and all the other
or
shit
anything else that's
popular right now.
I think that came like, well, I mean, drill came along like right before maybe I started taking this shit seriously. But I always knew like that was never my.
Right.
I was no like I've been in this shit that nobody ever know about. You feel what I'm saying? Like I never speak on that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like. when I heard it, it was intriguing. Like, nigga, you really saying this shit on record? But I would never want to get into that type of shit because I always knew what kind of consequences could come from that. Before any kind of indictments was coming in, before any of that, it was like, yo, it's intriguing, but y'all niggas is wild. Like, y'all niggas is tripping, bro.
Bullshit.
But it was more, I've always been like I said, if it ain't lyrical, it ain't shit. That's my core. That's what I built off of. You know what I'm saying? So it's still that. But I respect niggas' artistry. I don't care if you came from drill music and you making A-Boogie type songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I respect that because you're showing development. You're showing growth. You're not just trying to stay in one lane because it's not always meant to stay in one lane.
Stay in one joint,
You feel me? Like, I got songs that I was iffy about. Nigga, if anybody ever heard Numbers, I was iffy about that song. You feel me? Luckily enough, my sister pulled up, nigga, and did what she did on that shit and put the vocals on that shit and made that song what it was to make the song do what it did.
Right.
But I wasn't sure about that. You have to be confident enough to still put it out because you never know what people are gonna do with it.
Right. When you spit, do you spit before you lay something down? Do you like have like some people that hear it, you know what I'm saying, or do you just lay it down?
I mean, I got gang. Shout out APC. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll kick my shit to some of the gang and be like, yo, what you think about this? Be like, yo, that shit crazy. So it'll give me like, all right, cool. And even sometimes they'll be like, yo, it's crazy, and I'll be like, nah. I don't know how you think this is nice,
right.
But I'm gonna change this real quick, and if you think that's crazy, it's gonna be fire. You feel what I'm saying? So like, I definitely have influences around me. I got the right niggas around me. I got, you know, yeah.
Has anyone ever, or would you accept? What if I'm talking about your main man was like, I don't know about that, C's. You might want to tweak that.
I respect that. I don't want no fucking yes men around me, bro. Like, I don't want no niggas that's gonna be like, yo, that shit's fire just because you know that. You know what I'm saying? I would rather a nigga around me be like, yo, bro, that shit's crazy.
Right.
But this line right here, or the way that you transition from this flow to this flow, that shit ain't it. Or they hear the recording and it's like, yo, I don't like that. I bet that's something for me to, next time I go in, I'm gonna focus on. That's my man. Why wouldn't I listen to my man? You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you know how some people are sensitive about their shit. So
here, I'm gonna tell you this: if you sensitive about what you making, my nigga, and you're not willing to consider constructive criticism, this ain't for you, bro.
Nah, that's real shit.
It's not for you because at the end of the day, nigga, what you think hit don't matter. It's the people. I could think this fucking verse that I got on my phone right now is the illest shit of all time. If my man tell me, yo, bro, that shit right there, regardless of what I think, that shit ain't it. All right, cool. Let me tweak that. I'm not saying I'm gonna change it. I'm not changing who I am.
Right.
You feel? I'm gonna still do what I do, but I'm gonna make it me and I'm gonna make it better. You feel what I'm saying? Next time around, whether it be next time around, whether it be before I put the shit out, you gotta listen to the people that surround you, bro, and know who love you and know who got your best interest, bro.
I always tell niggas that, like, you need somebody around you that you could trust their word. You know they not a yes man. You know they a real person. So
you know they not a yes man, and you know they not a hater.
Yes, sir. Shout out APC. Free Cuss was good. Sticks. Yo, Scotty Pimpin' was good, nigga. Showtime was good. Hum Beats was good, nigga. I fuck with y'all, bro. Love y'all niggas, bro.
So, yo, when it comes to, like, even moving now, like, taking rap serious, I see you got good videos out. How is it moving now when people knowing who you are and you don't know who people are?
It's weird. I can't explain it.
I know that shit gotta be
I can't
weird.
explain it other than, bro, it's weird. Like, I'm from, like, nigga, you run up on me, I don't know who you are, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. Now I gotta look at it different. Like, all right, this nigga might be somebody that know music type shit.
Right.
And it really be that. So it's like now I've gotten into a mentality where it's like, bro, people aren't running up on me with I'm not stupid. I ain't off my game. You know what I'm saying? Like I know what's up.
Right.
But I'm more to the side of like, all right, people are really recognizing me more because of the music rather than shit that it was in, you know,
right,
Brett Street or Southside Brockton or you feel what I'm saying? So but it's weird. It's weird than a motherfucker, bro.
Do you think it only look like you growing, so you think that's something you ready for, like the world to know you know what I'm saying? And you have to move cut back through Brockton, like
I'm not like where I'm from right now, like from what I understand, I can't speak on nothing else that I don't understand, but from what I see, ain't nothing for me to worry about, but I'm ready to move. You feel what I'm saying? I'm ready to get up out of here. I'm ready to take this shit to the next spot, to bring it to, you know, other people, to bring it to other resources and shit like that. So I'm not worried about my space. I love my city. You know what I'm saying? But I've realized that I put in a lot of work to the point where it's like I gotta start making some moves.
At some point I gotta make a move to be able to get up out of here. Yeah. And only on the strength of like nigga safety, you know what I'm saying? Then they come to family safety, you know what I'm saying? Like you can fuck around, make it hot for family. You know what I'm saying?
True be listen, man, I'm Gucci. My city love me. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't no stupid nigga. My niggas ain't no dumb niggas. I ain't no dumb niggas. So, you know, as long as it take, it's gonna take. But we gonna get up out of here, bro. So,
so in the process of you doing the music, what is some of the positive that came from doing the music, just from like the people, you know, doing it, not from like family or nothing like that, but just in general, like positive shit that came out of.
It's been a lot of connections, bro. It's been a lot of networking, a lot of people that have, you know, accepted me with open arms to continue what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what I got going on in my personal shit, regardless of what they got going on in their personal shit, they've reached out a hand and extended a branch to make sure that, yo, I see what you're doing. Let's make sure that shit keep going. So that in itself is motivation. Because I see what you got going on, and I know what I got going on. And for you to be reaching out to me, bro, that speaks a lot. Like, I'm a humble nigga, bro. And it's funny because I seen a comment the other day, bro. A nigga told me I was too modest. I don't see... Pete, I don't see...
Nigga ever told you look big as shit in the video?
Nah,
you looked big as shit in that video, my nigga. You look tall as shit.
Cuz told me the same shit the other day.
Word, I was like, yo, this nigga's like a giant.
But like... I don't know, bro. It's just like I'm in a space where I'm ready. I'm eager. You know what I'm saying? I'm hungrier than I've ever been. My team's hungrier than they've ever been. So it wouldn't make sense for me to take my foot off of the gas right now.
Definitely. And what is some of the negative shit that came from this?
Oh
man, we don't even speak on that, bro. We don't speak on that. We don't speak on that.
Can I change the word? Maybe not negative, but something that someone that's new and up and coming, they see the glitz and the glam and the jetpack TV, something that they need to be more aware of. Maybe not negative, but
something that you need to be more aware of, little nigga, is that you know who you are and your character, my nigga, is always gonna speak louder than any dollar that you got in your pocket, my nigga. Where's the camera? That's the camera right there?
Both of them.
It's going to speak louder than any dollar that you got in your pocket, my nigga. Your character is always going to speak louder than the money in your pocket. And that's all I'm going to say to niggas.
Child. Forrest Gump, that's all I got to say about that. Tell us about before the album. Please.
Before the album was mad sporadic. That shit was mad sporadic. I was coming right off of Fraud, Free Cuss. Keep saying that.
Say that to their friend.
And I felt that I needed... My whole idea at the top of January was to put something out every month, regardless of what it was. Whether it was a video, a song, whatever the case was. And I skipped February. I ain't like that. So I'm like, all right, what do I do to make up for that? I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to put out a teaser. I'm going to put out something to, you know, or a prequel to what I have coming out for the rest of the year. And originally it was 3 tracks. I was gonna put 3 songs on there. It turned out that my engineer had some other things lined up, respectfully, that he had to handle. So I couldn't get the 3rd song that I wanted to put on it. So I just dropped 2. You know, hit the artwork man up. He ripped that up in maybe like 2 days. Shout out Fredo. I mean, if y'all niggas need motherfucking artwork, shout out Fredo. And it was just that. It was more like I'm slipping up. In my mind, I'm slipping up on what my plan was.
Right.
So I need to make sure that I make up for that for myself. And anybody that might be, you know, in the works of what I got going on. So I put out 2 songs. It just so happened to be one that I liked, one that I won't say I didn't like, but I wasn't as confident about. You know what I'm saying? And I put the shit out, and they both generated the same kind of love.
They sure did. And let me tell you how teaser is literally on my list. Is this to be taken as a teaser? So I use that same. You good? Oh, I use that same exact word, teaser. Was it meant to be that? Because that's how I took it.
What BTA? Yeah.
Yeah. I know what I be talking about.
It was meant to be that. I didn't want to. I have a lot of shit stockpiled. My niggas saying that I'm hoarding music and shit like that. Like I have a lot of shit stockpiled. But it's for good purpose. I have, you know, 2 projects coming out this year.
That was the next question. Do you want to do this interview? My next question is, does this lead into an album or mixtape, and when can we expect that?
Yeah, absolutely. I've decided the name on it is going to be 27 Brett. I mean, that's the same building that I shot the Jetpack TV video in front of. I mean, I've always had the idea of naming it after that just because that's where everything come from. You feel what I'm saying? Without that apartment building, without that motherfucking, what was it? Like, I think it was a 5-family, nigga. We had the top floor, so it was like the whole, I mean, without that apartment building, bro, it wouldn't be no C's, it wouldn't be no rapping, it wouldn't be no pain like it is now. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the 27 Brett Street, bro. I'm gonna buy that building. Promise y'all.
I always say that I'm gonna buy
that.
both my granny's buildings when I get big.
What I was gonna ask you was, when it come to doing joints like that, how do you come up with the yo, I'ma do 2 or I'ma do 4? Like, how do you come up with that process? Out of, like you said, you have mad songs, would make you be, yo, I'ma try these 2, or why didn't you do 6? You know what I'm saying?
I did 2 because I didn't want to give away everything that I had. I have a lot of, some of the shit that people might hear in this next, you know, throughout the rest of the year is gonna be shit that they might not expect from me. You know what I'm saying? So I gave one that was expected of me and one that wasn't really expected of me. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's kind of like the teaser part of it, quote unquote. You know, 27 Brett is gonna, I mean, the shit's raw. Shit's gonna be raw. We got maybe like another 2-3 joints that we got on the shit. As of, what's today? Today's Saturday?
Saturday.
I want to say maybe Wednesday. We got another 2 or 3 that we're thinking about putting into the shit.
How many joints gonna be on there?
Originally it was 5. So it could potentially end up to like an 8, maybe like a 7. Depending on what it is, it don't matter. But we're working is the point. You know what I'm saying?
So do it be like a team of y'all, yo, this song, that song, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it a 50 pack you pick from? Like, how many songs you pick from when you knew you was gonna do that joint?
Which joint? What, the album?
Yeah. Like, was it like, yo, I'm gonna take 5 from the 50? You know what I'm saying? Like,
so my process, I would say, it's probably not like other niggas' processes, but I respect the opinion of my niggas. You know what I'm saying? And I know that they listen to the same kind of shit that I listen to, And if I don't make shit according to that, or that fits the standard of that, or that isn't, up to par with some shit like that, they gonna tell me.
Right.
So I've sent joints to the bros. What you think about this? And I've gotten mixed reviews. The mixed reviews are the iffies. Those are the joints that I'm gonna go back into the studio and tweak on and, and fix on. But the joints where niggas is like, yeah, yo, that shit right there, cuz that's the shit.
Wow.
I'm keeping those. You feel me? So I've been fortunate enough to work with niggas that have good taste in music. You feel what I'm saying? And they keep me grounded in what I do. So I can only respect that. I definitely have a process. My niggas play a big.
Who is it gonna be features on this one? On the album?
I got a couple things in mind. These last 3 tracks I've been working on, I've had a couple of things in mind. I'm not gonna, put too much out there and shit.
Question.
I'm working with a couple of people, a couple of singers, trying to just diversify the way that I do my shit. So,
what is some of the people that you have worked with? You work with like anybody else in Mass since you've been doing music?
Yeah, I work with my nigga DKO. What's good with you, my nigga?
What's good with you?
Feel what I'm saying? I work with my nigga P Dot. Shout out APC. Ed Summers. Uwelly. Very, very talented singers. And I'm just Hum Beats, fucking Showtime, OTB, a lot of people that have steered me in the right direction as far as what I need to know when going through this whole path and this whole journey of trying to pursue this music and shit.
All right, what was it like hearing your song on the radio? Let's get to that. Because whenever I hear this pod on mainstream, I'm going to be like, "Mama, we made it." With like what?
Nah,
I'm a girl though. So.
Truth be told, like there was a little bit of that, but it was more of a like, I knew I wanted to get here and I got here. So what else can I do? That was my mindset of it. Like I love the fact
to push you forward.
I love the fact that I was able to get on a radio station that I've always wanted to be on. But I don't feel that that's it. You feel me? Like, I'm a nigga that's kind of like not content.
For sure.
Until he's content. You feel me? And I can't tell you when I'm going to be that. But I know that everything that I'm doing thus far is right. And that kind of speaks to it. Doing, like, just the whole path to getting the joint on the radio in the first place. That shit blew my fucking mind, bro. Like, see, it's kind of one of those things where it's like people tell you what to do and what you have to do and what it takes, and you don't believe it at first, and then you do it, and it shows the results, and you like, yo, hold on, so this is all I gotta do? Not all I gotta do, but like this like that was for real. All right, cool. We going more. We gonna do more. Bro, I'm telling you, we gonna level up.
Did you know that one was gonna be on the radio?
No, I'll tell you that straight up. Like the whole process of it, like it would be a crazy process to explain. But getting Rich or Die Trying, which is out on all streaming platforms right now. Make sure y'all tap into that. Getting that shit on 9/7 right now was like, I sent Drewski 4 different joints. I sent him 2 that was out and 2 that wasn't out. The situation led up to what it led up to. Got a message, yo, send me such and such. I sent him such and such. 2 of the joints that I sent him was the one that he reviewed, which was great freestyle, and Richard Die Trying, which is already out. Make sure y'all check out BTA before the album on all streaming platforms.
Check that out, run that up.
And, it just so happened that he took a liking to Richard Die Trying. Went to the studio the next day, got the clean edit for it, sent it to him, and he hit me up, I think, within like the next day or 2. Hey, look, it's going to be played at this time. This is what it is. So, I mean, I just took it upon myself to go to further length, throw the videos out there, throw a little promo out there, because that's what it takes, bro.
Yeah. Yes.
People aren't gonna know what you're doing unless you let them know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
It's so simple, but it seems so hard.
And no. It sounds hard, but it's simpler than people think that it is. Like, simple iPhone, a good iPhone will get you content that you need. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, and content speaks a lot more to people than what the initial goal that you have in mind does.
And I be telling dudes too, we gotta put more money into promotion up here. I don't think we spend a lot of bread into promotion. You know what I'm saying? Most artists just feel shit take off. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta talk about promotion real quick.
Let's talk about it.
There's a difference between promoting yourself and buying views, my nigga.
Oh.
Don't buy views. These motherfuckers that are promising you 10,000, 50,000, 100,000 views, 100,000 streams, 50,000 streams, anything that's a dedicated number, my nigga, is bullshit. It's a scam. I'm gonna tell you that straight off rip. If you didn't know it before, straight off rip, because nobody can guarantee you any kind of number of streams unless it's botted streams, unless it's botted views. So if you link up with niggas, your best bet is to link up with niggas that have connections. Your best bet is to link up with niggas that's DJs. Your best, because let's not get it fucked up, nigga. Hip hop is hip hop. At the end of the motherfucking day, if y'all niggas rap, then y'all rap is cool. But hip hop is hip hop, and you can't be
distinction.
You can't be a rapper without a DJ.
Come on, elements of hip hop.
No bullshit.
Nah, you can't, for real.
Niggas think they don't need a DJ.
So you got to tap in with these people that are connected to the right people, and just develop your craft, bro. Like it's nothing more than that, bro. Like,
but that's what I be saying. It's about like you know, a person. Maybe sometime you gotta pay the DJ to play your shit in the club. Like, that's how niggas move. When I say promoting, it's like putting some of them dollars that a nigga will put somewhere else to put it in to your shit moving. You know what I'm saying?
Well, how about effort? Money and effort.
You know what I'm saying?
You're always gonna have to invest in yourself. And investment doesn't always mean money. Your time, your family, your friends. You feel what I'm saying? You have to sacrifice certain shit, my nigga, to get shit done. And understand that's as hard as it might be of a pill to swallow, my nigga, you have to do that. Because if it's a dream and it's something that you believe in for yourself, my nigga, that's what you got to go out for.
Y'all getting a little knowledge here. I need some gifts and donations because you're getting some free jewels up in here.
That's how niggas drop jewels on them.
Y'all welcome in advance. I have a lot of names that you guys heard. One of them is Johnny on the Spot. Are you going to spit for us before we go?
Spit for y'all. Shit.
Not right this very second. We can take a little break.
Oh, shit. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
We might be able to do that.
You got a yes?
We
Okay.
might be able to do that. Well, we talking on a beat. We talking acapella.
Whatever you want to do.
Whatever y'all want to do.
It's your world for the next couple hours. We could throw on a beat. You could do acapella. Acapella go?
Hey, yo, man, listen.
You know, niggas love acapella.
Listen.
So wait, we gonna take a break or we gonna go?
They used to tell me I was nothing, but they fronted. I'm back in their face. I took the pain from every loss and got back in the race. Learned how to stack when I went broke, put me back in my place. They know I changed. It ain't that same siege from back in the day. Who used to rock the afro with the pick in it. When Lil Brody had the book bag with the stick in it. No squares in a circle. It's nothing but crip niggas. Won't waste time on petty shit. We chasing these 6 figures to triple the mills, nigga. My stomach hurt, I'm clutching your mill, nigga. Talking tough out your beat, gonna get you punched in your bill, nigga. Writing checks and knowing you can't cover the bill, nigga. And wonder why don't nobody deal with you. Gotta stick to my guns now. They see I'm gaining weight, they want a front now. My lions need a plate, they on a hunt now. My youngin' said it's nothing for the rundown. We linked up in the summer, but it's love now. With or without my wordy, down to dumb out, nigga.
Come on, man.
If you stay ready,
you can get treats.
You ain't gotta get ready. How many times I gotta say it? Maybe I'll say it in FNO, but no.
He let you know he is fucking serious in the building. Ain't bullshit. No beat. No nothing. Just went. Huh? Real shit. Niggas can't do that. Niggas be like, yo, you got the
let me get
you got the little Uzi beat in there.
We on timing, bro. We on timing. Brock City, what up, nigga? I'm
no
from the
bullshit, Yeah.
Yo,
Oh
APC,
my God.
what up, nigga? What's good, bro?
Shit,
Before we get out of here, Kraft, you got anything else? Because I think we covered it all for
Well,
y'all. Y'all welcome in
said it,
advance.
man.
Tell us where to find you before we get out of here, please.
Hey, man, make sure y'all tap into the YouTube. Y'all can subscribe. YouTube.com/the MC. That's THEMCCEZ. And it's not says, it sees. You know how.
No bullshit.
Know the vibes, man. Hey, yo, shout out to This Is Just Stop, man. I appreciate y'all for having me out.
We appreciate you
Real
coming
shit,
through,
man.
fucking with niggas.
Shout out to my
Yeah,
gang, APC. MOR, nigga, men of respect.
Yeah,
If it ain't MOR, it ain't shit. You feel what I'm saying? We leveling up always. Showtime, what's up? Brockton, what's up, nigga?
Shout out
Fucking
Brockton.
you talking about, bro? We here.
Wow, wait, baby.
Listen, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you was here with us tonight. I really appreciate you coming through.
Nah, I appreciate y'all.
Now you already know we got to get you up here too for like a podcast.
Yeah, regular
Maybe
pod.
We
We
can
can
get
kick
all
it.
y'all up on.
Do it. Yo,
Word,
my
one
nigga
night,
D, yo, my
just
nigga
call,
D will talk to you for hours, nigga.
Look,
I
he's all
promise.
shaking like.
My nigga D ready to
He's
jump
like,
in, bro.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Word.
Y'all can't
We
see, but
need
he's
that
like.
shit. Word, we need that shit
Yo,
too.
bro, ready. Bro, ready.
bullshit.
We definitely ready, my man. And I respect the platform that y'all niggas got. What y'all doing with it and putting niggas from not even just the city, not just from Boston, nigga. I'm from Brockton. These niggas don't know me from a fucking can of paint.
Telling
You
niggas
feel
that's
what
how
I'm
you
saying?
gotta reach out. You
It
gotta
just-
make the connections, man.
It just heard a nigga on the motherfucking
No
whatever
bullshit.
and had me up. So I appreciate y'all niggas for that. Much
Real
respect, my
recognized,
nigga.
real.
Shout out to the
appreciate
gang.
that.
And I look forward to being up here again.
And motherfuckers
Yes.
gonna definitely have you up here again, man.
Before we get out of here
So-
for real, you brought something up. All it takes is to reach out.
Yeah.
It ain't no sucker shit. It ain't no hoe shit. Whatever you want to call it. It ain't.
Bullshit.
Just reach out. You see something hot? Fuck it.
You know, hey yo, look, one thing I'll leave
And
y'all
that nigga didn't hit me back for like a day too.
Yeah, nah,
So niggas gotta know how to have patience. Everybody be moving
Like,
and living.
chill.
Hey yo, listen,
You can't take shit personal.
I'll tell y'all niggas this shit. If y'all watch this far, nigga, and y'all can catch this shit, then it's cool. But the people that you know will take you further than the money that you got, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Take every opportunity that you have, my nigga, and use it to its full extent, and you on your way. Real shit, my nigga.
You already
APC,
know that.
it's third letter, nigga. C's. That's CEZ, nigga. Don't pronounce it says, nigga. I get mad at niggas, nigga. It's whatever, nigga.
Oh my God, you know says? No, I know C's. I'm Machine Gun Johnny. That's Boston Craft.
already know what that
And
is.
thank you for coming out. Love you. Love you. Adios.
All right.